So guys, MX Bikes is a game that I have played in the past, but I am definitely a goon when it comes to taking on any tracks in this game. You guys have been hitting me up in the comments saying, play MX Bikes, man, play MX Bikes, and there have been a ton of updates for this game that have just made it that much better. This game has a ton of potential. It is kind of like MX Simulator vibes up in here, and yeah, it is just getting better and better and improving, like I said, with each update. There are mods, so as you guys can see, we got a new bike, we got a new kit, and I am looking fresh. And it is time to get into this game. I think it's at the point where it deserves a spot here on the channel. At this point, I have about 0 skill for this game, but I want to change that. So I think here today, I'm going to kick off a training series. Each video, I'm going to take tips from you guys, take suggestions from you guys, take my own ideas and thoughts into consideration, set some goals, and I will try to get better and better at this game with each video. Here today, I think I am just going to focus on playing a few different tracks, maybe going for some clean laps, and I just want to focus on not crashing. I have a few custom tracks installed. This is one of them, Vadu Outdoor Taco. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. I butcher a lot of names here on the channel. One name I can say though is Hangtown 2018, and that's a track I definitely want to check out. I actually just played Hangtown in MX vs ATV All Out, so it would be fun to kind of compare the two. I just hope it's not super rough, and let's get into the action. Hopefully it actually loads, man. Hopefully my game doesn't just crash, and I never even thought about the fact that my PC might not be able to hang with MX Bikes and recording. But let's go. If we click on go to the track, this is where it spawns us in. I've actually never heard a 4-stroke in this game, man. Listen to that. That thing sounds mean. So since we are in testing, it kind of spawns us in. Oh my god, that thing is powerful. I am definitely going to crash 9 million times in today's video. That concrete has mad traction, man. How do I get to the track? If I remember correctly from MX vs ATV All Out, the start is right here. And there we go, man. Let's get into it. Before I get too far ahead of myself, let's go ahead and place a track marker right there. That way I can go ahead and boom, just bounce back to here whenever I do need a little reset. And let's go, guys. If you do enjoy the MX Bikes videos, if you are pumped, oh my goodness, look at that setup. Bounce Central, man. But if you are hyped for a new game to appear here on the channel, make sure to go down there, smash that thumbs up button for me, and let me know in the comments below. Do you guys want to see some more MX Bikes? You guys like the variety? Or what? Let me know in the comments below. All of the feedback is greatly appreciated. I couldn't stop. I was not stopping for that corner. If you guys are new around here and want to follow the MX Bikes journey, make sure to go down there and click that subscribe button. Oh, can I make it? Oh man, almost making that table. Should have got on the gas a little bit harder and I would have been golden. Okay, creep my way down through here, man. Sit down into this berm, and my guy just like gave up on life there. I have no idea what happened. We are going to hook another right hand off camber corner down through here. I couldn't turn tight enough, man. I struggle at turning. Going straight, A1, man. A1 with going straight. It is when we got tight technical turns. That's when things go south. Oh, I thought I was gonna ride away from that. Now, one thing I have noticed with this game, and it can help you out a ton, is the fact that your bike actually seems to turn, oh man, seems to turn a little bit better when you're actually on the gas. You want to be giving your bike a little bit of gas, keeping the power to the ground, and oh man, how am I still on 2 wheels? It is definitely a game that takes a little bit of practice. It's not a game you can just hop in and shred on right away. Like I said from the get-go, setup is definitely key, and I think it's just going to be a time thing before I can start actually shredding on these tracks. One thing I really need to do though is focus on a setup, because like my setup, bumps and corners Just eat me alive. Some of that may actually come down to the track. Like, Hangtown seems to be a pretty rough and gnarly track. This track, Winchester MX of Nations, is a smooth, free-flowing track, and I can have some fun here on this one. I feel like my skill level is just not advanced enough yet to try and take on gnarly braking bumps and off-camber corners, and yeah, I'm just setting myself up for failure at that point. This track is a fun one, so let's try and run some decent laps here. Obviously, still learning, man. It's gonna be a long process. Oh, triple there, lock up the brakes, turn this corner here, and oh my goodness, I thought I ended up going backwards on the track there. I thought I turned that sharp. Through here on the gas and hit this table. I got a long process, a long journey ahead of me before I start shredding in this game. Lock up the brakes for this corner. This is a tight corner. I'm not a huge fan of the flow through there. And come into this corner here on the gas early, and we can double out of here. This jump here, it's just a little tabletop type thing. I do actually like hugging the inside corner bump through kind of the second left hook there. And then here, if you time it right, you can actually quad up to here. So hopefully I can hit that line for you guys at some point throughout the video. This section here, I know the flow seems, especially if you do that, way off. But if you hit that outside right, you can actually double into this section pretty easily. If not, if you go to the inside, it is a struggle and you're almost left just singling your way through that rhythm. So, like I said, this is a track that comes with the game. It's definitely on the... lost that front end, man. It is definitely a track that is on the easier side of things, and I feel like it is a good track to learn on. It's got some jumps, nothing too crazy though. No crazy ruts or anything like that. There is some roughness, like some braking bumps on the track, but for the most part, it is pretty mellow, and you're not too worried about the bike kicking you around like all over the track. So I feel like it is a good track to actually learn on, and I feel like maybe I should stick to these tracks. Oh man, while I am learning the controls and getting everything dialed in with this game, man. Turn. As you guys can see, turning can be tricky. It really can be. Jumping is actually pretty good. Whips and everything like that, I feel like that is a whole nother learning process, but I'm just getting started here in MX bikes. And to be able to ride semi-decent and not crash every 2 seconds, I'm pumped on that. Double out of this corner. That section's actually mad fun. I love hitting that section, and if I go a little slower through here, lock up the brakes and try and hit this. Oh, yep, I didn't turn enough, man. Close but no cigar. Land here, get on the gas, and there is that quad. That was super sketchy, but just to show you guys it is possible, and I can actually make it. So that is that. Slow and steady through this corner this lap. I almost tripled. Oh man. The bike's still going. That's actually impressive. Down it goes. Up and over this triple. Oh wow, I hit that thing with a lot of speed. I was flying. I am starting to feel a little more comfortable with the game. Obviously, the more I play it, the more comfortable I am going to be. And it's just going to take a little bit of time to really get used to how the game handles. One big thing I've noticed right from the get-go, I have no idea what just happened there, but if you're gonna land a jump and you don't have a super smooth landing setup, you can lose the front end pretty easily, and the best thing to do is just to be on the gas when you hit the ground. And if you do get sketchy by any means, oh man. When you land, if you are on the gas, it seems to pull you out of any swaps or anything like that start to happen. So land on the gas. Look right there, perfect example. I OJ'd that jump down the hill on the gas a little bit when I landed, and it was a piece of cake. Handled that swap like butter. Lock up the brakes for this corner. This section is tricky. Find that jump can throw me a little funky. Double to here, and let's see if I can hit this inside line. good this lap. Scrub up to here on the brakes and lost the flow a little bit. Can I still make this quad? There we go, man. Finding that flow here on this track. This game's definitely another game that's pretty difficult to actually commentate while you're playing. Mainly just because you have to be so focused. You have to be adjusting for every little movement and everything that happens. If you lose focus for a second, next thing you know, you're sleeping. You are sleeping on the track. See if I can maybe toss it off of this triple. Oh, I landed that. No way. I was not expecting to ride away from that one by any means. Across the finish line, I don't think I have hit one clean lap at this point. Oh my goodness, I'm styling, man. Maybe getting a little too far ahead of myself there, eating dirt on that second table, trying to toss it a little too much. Now there is actually a replay mode here within MX Bikes. I'm not 100% certain on all of the controls and all that, so I really just want to see if I can find that whip, but I have no idea. Like, how do I even click play, or is that play? So this here is the triple jump that I tossed it on. Let's see how this whip actually looked. Oh, cranking it, man. Let's go. Leaning forward just like that. Landing pretty much perfect. That is clean. Like I said, I don't really know all of the controls and all of that stuff. Like, I'm not 100% certain on how to actually change all of the controls or see all of the controls by that means. It looks like there are actually a bunch of cameras that we can mess around with. Free roam, free camera, orbit, follow, rear. All of these ones are kind of funky. And then we have forks, which is kind of funky. So that's like the rider's boot and the front fender and the front tire. Front fender looking at the rider, which is pretty cool. The front fender itself, we also have the rear fender forwards and then the rear fender looking back behind the bike. Then of course the trackside camera here. I'm assuming there is a way, oh, right here. Space, hide and show interface. Boom, just like that, we can go ahead and get some banger clips. Man, I am just getting started with this game and I am beyond hyped. The edits, the cinematics, the screenshots, everything that's gonna come from this game is going to be bang. Like I said, I think it's time that I bring it to the channel and I bring it back to stay. I think I've only done one MX Bikes video, and I mean, playing a game once and then leaving it to forget about it is definitely not fair, right? It's definitely not a true test of the game, and I feel like this is a game you have to put a little bit of time into it before you get better. Now, just to end off the video, guys, let's check out Vado Outdoor MX. This is a track I installed. It's a mod for the game, just like Hangtown was. It probably actually deserves its own video, so I'm probably just gonna hop in, try and figure out the track, do a few laps, see what it has to offer, and maybe you guys will see the return of this track in the future. I like this, man. We got some woods vibes up in here. I think this is actually just like the pathway to get to the track. I don't think the track itself is this narrow. Oh, look at that, right to the start. That is iconic. Let's go ahead, set a track marker there, and we are off, man. Ground textures are unreal, and right from the get-go, man. Like, this vibe, this is sweet. Oh, little double action there. Hold it together. Oh, is this about to be like a big old tabletop? Kind of a double, actually. And then a triple here. A little bit of an OJ, but hey, man, we survived. I really do think that one of... Oh, I thought I was casing that. One of the best parts about bringing this game to the channel is going to be the learning process. Like, obviously I'm not going to be good at this game for a while. It's gonna take a long time to learn. There's a ton of awesome content for this game. Like I said at the start, it's getting better and better and better with each update. I think it's time to keep it around here on the channel, and you guys are gonna get to see the whole entire learning process, which it's gonna be a long journey, but worth it. Definitely worth it at the end. Like, once I can actually ride and consider myself semi-decent at this game, man, we will be laughing at these videos. I don't think it's gonna take too long to actually get semi-decent at the game. I think one thing I need is a good setup. I need to find a good bike setup, good bike tune, good suspension settings, and all of that good stuff. And if I actually play a little bit off camera in my own time and don't just rely on the videos to make me a pro at this game, then for sure, in no time, I will be out here mobbing, man. It's just, it's gonna be a long learning process. Over the finish line, I accidentally reset back to the beginning, so that's how we ended up back at the beginning of the track. Oh. Man, that was a brutal crash. I think you guys can tell just from how my bike handles when I over jumps and when I case jumps that my setup is definitely not anywhere near where it actually needs to be. Like, I am bouncing all over the track, man, and that right there is just throttle control. Getting the best of me, man. Sending me to the ground, looping my Larry. Hey, it is what it is, right? All part of the learning process. I haven't even done a lap yet. Definitely would have if I didn't reset myself on the last lap there. Is this where the start connects? It is not. Triple into this corner. Man, this track's actually really fun. Ah, okay, here we go. Back. That is one lap. Back to the start of the track here. Double. Oh, look up those brakes, man. That's the first time I think I've made that without going down. Across the finish line. Can I still get this triple? Oh man, I'm getting sketchy. Let's go. Let's try and lock ourselves in and hit a decent lap. One clean lap without going down. That's all I want. That is the definition of a squirrely squid right there. So guys, I think that is going to be where I end episode 1 of my Road to Pro. Path to Pro? What should I call this series here in MX Bikes? My journey to getting better at MX Bikes is only beginning, man. This is just the start. I have a long journey ahead of me. Oh man, hold it together. Let's see if I can finish out this lap. This right here is where the start straight hooks onto the track, lock up the brakes, and there we go. I think that is one lap, man. Oh, I'm gonna get sketchy and crash. I'm ending it here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Definitely getting better at this game. Peace out.